there's going to be 2 more people over here.
Fixing the flag.
Thank you, sir. All right, man. Thank you. We're gonna go live here in about.
I do. Don't worry.
Okay, we're gonna go live about 7 minutes.
No, I already moved it around, yeah.
Cool. Remain level, yep. Yeah. You guys hear each other okay? Yes, sir. Okay. We'll just kind of cheat it with that flag. There we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on to Countdown to Pool Time. It's Chase Steinman and your other host, Phil Kelly, here, and we're super excited to be with you. We got some great hosts with us tonight. So we've got Allison Schlabaugh of the Bone Twister pulling team. We got Lisa.
Great. Good.
It's going to be fun tonight. I mean, we're getting super excited. Countdown to Pool Time, Tell us a little bit about how you guys got started. What's your relationship with our pullers here tonight?
So go ahead, Lisa.
So my husband has Profab. We do a lot of driveline parts for all the trucks and tractors. We have our gearboxes in the sleds. And my husband started, he was a dairy farmer, started pulling and didn't like what they had for parts available. So he started building his own, quit farming, and started building his own parts.
What year would you think that was?
I think in '86 he started.
In that business, right?
Yes.
So whenever I call and I'm trying to order specialty gears, wink, wink. My gear ratios might be compared to somebody else's, right? So there's an inner side secrets to you pull against competitors, but you're also providing the parts to those competitors, and they get what they order. Traditional profab of like, this is the direction you might want to be going.
Yep. We do exactly, what the secrets are.
Direction.
So,
of the Bone Twister fame, so do you guys have a profab in your tractor? Or do you guys run one gear? What gear ratios do you run? Do you know all that?
I do know that, but I'm sworn to secrecy.
Encouragement. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. So I started. I went too heavy, too fast.
It's double notch top secret.
Oh,
yeah.
Love the idea.
No.
So, this is your hometown hook.
It is. We're not from Rockwell, but we're 2.5 hours from here, so
this
it's the closest one.
In your pocket.
It is. We get come to this pole, and we love it.
How have you supported it over the years?
I don't know. Do they get refunds on beer cans here?
There is a can collector. Absolutely. A can collector. I've noticed this. So this is brought to us by the Lions Club, the Rockwell, Iowa Lions Club, and they use this as a way to generate funds. My understanding, similar to the Super Bowl of the South, the Lions Club will participate throughout the community. My understanding here, a community pool with some of the funds they've generated, as well as that where they disperse some of the finances that they garner from this. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I don't know a lot about that.
Okay.
I just know that whatever we can do for them, we will. Whether it's, bid on their auctions on the track or share stuff to it. The people that put this pull on, they are like almost family now. You've been here enough years that it comes down to that, and we just absolutely love it. They treat us awesome, and we try and do the same in return.
As poolers, promote them. They're helping promote us. We're helping host an event. So, if you're not here, if you're within, what time is it? They still got hours to go, right?
4 or 5.
They still got an hour and a half. If they could pack in the car, if you're watching on social media, pack up the car. If you're within an hour and a half here, you get tonight. But this isn't just one night. We're Thursday night, which is a little bit off our schedule. This is a Bowling Green-esque volume of sessions.
Correct.
With a Thursday night session here tonight. Tomorrow's 2 sessions. Bought tickets for here tonight. I like to use this term.
There's still time.
Chamber of Commerce weather tonight. But Chamber of Commerce weather tonight, little breezy. They can still get here and participate. Be in part. And you mentioned an auction. So what's about that auction? Tell me about that auction.
I don't know what session.
Is it like a silent auction, or is it they go out on the track?
No, they're out on
track.
They're
waving this shirt in the air like $5, $5,
whatever.
He's sweating it. It's only worth $1.
Yeah. Can you pay me to take that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. If that's a donation, it's a donation.
Correct.
So that might happen between the sessions, or does that happen during one of the sessions?
It's kind of during. Mm-hmm. They had, was it last year or 2 years ago? They had the pedal tractors.
Yes.
And
so the liquid encouragement gets you into trying to outdo your partner.
So I hope they kind of take note of that, because the later they do it, probably the more money that's raised on that.
It's a fun generator.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
I've been bidding on things on the track over there, and Travis is over here going,
yeah, cut it.
Oh my God, it's for a good cause.
We need a new injector tie downs.
And now we're checking out the trailer back there and stuff, and we were kind of wondering what it was all about, so it'll be super cool to see that.
It's fun. Yeah. I had Harold Phipps on the track one time doing YMCA.
Oh, really? Oh, that'd be entertaining. So, as part of this show that's complimentary to you at home, you can register and log in. We'll have the full pool live. It's a small subscription, $39 a month. But when you look at what you're getting, Lions Pool has 5 sessions. Bowling Green in another week we're going to Norwalk next week for 1 session, but then Bowling Green has 5 more sessions. So the value's there. And then, you play the full pool picks, do you?
Yeah, I have.
Tell me about it. Tell me how easy it was to participate, to join.
It was a lot easier when it was the free money.
Okay,
Now that it's your own money, it's a difference.
Do the incentive to sign up, the $20, and then through some of the social medias had a little bit extra bonus in there as well.
Yes. Well, Hutchinson, Minnesota is when I actually put my own money into it.
Yeah.
And I got the $10 for signing up, which was awesome. And then I put some more of my money in it, and I pretty much lost. And then one class, I'm like, I won. I got the top 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
And I won. I think I ended up, which isn't a lot, but I had $75 in my bank, I think. And that was pretty cool.
Outside of it, or do you pay favorites? Like, oh, that's a buddy of mine. Oh, I think they're going to have to tell me if you don't choose them.
I
just
do
say
not.
It's a combo.
And I didn't do it early in the year because when it first started, I didn't do it because I didn't know how
it worked, how to understand it.
I knew how it worked.
Okay.
But I needed to see how the vehicles were going to go down the track.
Oh, you put a little bit of analytics
I needed to
into
get a little, like, how are these guys doing this? Go in it that way, and then I kind of narrowed it down.
Into the trends.
I did. And I narrowed it down, and then...
So once you started playing those trends, you found success?
I did.
Did you cash out? Are you playing this week?
Well, I bet my money 95 left.
Oh, so you went big. Okay, so you're gonna...
I went big, and I went...
Understanding you guys have your own little...
it's got like a night on the track.
Pulling fan club, pulling team. Tell me about that. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag.
I don't even know where it started from.
The 3 Blind Mice pulling team.
So it's not the 3 house cats?
No. Heck no.
Okay.
Heck no.
3 Blind Mice pulling team. Who's your 3rd member? Let's just go there.
Jamie Lynn Kester.
And
she's not here right now.
Oh, she better be tuning in. She better be checking on social media.
She was here.
Okay. Maybe
she'd be laying across our laps like this.
Like, oh, it's terrific. Enjoying the Spruce Goose.
We are, I think, officially the only pulling team without a pulling vehicle.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's novel.
So
you guys need
we have them.
You never lose, do you?
We have koozies. We have shirts.
We don't have any of that with us, but we have it.
I knew you were coming on. I mean, seriously, the only way to hit marketing and branding is to show it off.
I had my shirt with. She forgot hers, but...
How long have you guys been together as a group, and how did it form? How did you guys form your friendships here on this circuit?
Well, funny you should ask that. We got started, Travis used to pull Super Farm, and then he decided he was going to build a diesel super. I thought he was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to go crazy.
We'd be at, not Grand National hooks or anything. We'd be at different ones, and he'd be like, Ma, he's like, Ma, come over here. This is what I want to build. And I'm like, really? This is what you're going to build. All right. Best thing he ever did.
I do have a question for you, though. So whenever you're putting your bets there on full pool, are you actually putting them on Travis? Or does it depend? Or can't you answer that?
Me or her?
Both of them.
Well, I expect her to tell me she put him on Travis, and I expect that she actually didn't. So.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've never bet on their class because it scares me.
Yeah. Well, there's
their class is scary.
Yeah. I mean, when you're picking the top 2 is what you're estimating for to garner real money wins. But let's go back. How did y'all become friends?
So
how'd y'all bond here? Like, how'd this become a thing?
Well, one day on this track specifically,
right here,
the first time at the end of the track where they built the new awesome. Travis and I walked up, and we didn't know anybody. Like, nobody.
So how many years ago would you estimate?
10. Probably 10 years ago. And we walk up, and he like gives me the nudge, and he's like, you're going to want to watch out for those 2 because they stay up all night. And I'm like, oh, like they stay up all night. All right. So we like walk up, and they're kind of standing here, and we're kind of standing here. And like at the same time, Lisa and I are both like.
So Travis and Larry are kind of talking.
Yep.
kind of knew each other.
Yeah.
And Allison and I are kind of in the back, and we're like,
just like sizing each other up and down, like, I don't know.
I don't know about this girl. Like, maybe, I don't know.
And then, boom.
Yep.
Took off.
We're like,
that night,
straight up.
you walked in when the sun rose.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, thanks for the introduction there,
And
husband.
we're like best of friends right now.
That's terrific.
Like vacation in the off season.
Yep.
Talk every day.
So you live 2.5 hours away from here?
Mhm.
What would be the name of your town?
Marengo, Iowa.
And yours is?
Baldwin, Wisconsin.
And so when I think Wisconsin and Iowa, the commute between the two, this is where you spend most of your time. Vacation together as well.
Right, and our classes pull a lot at the same pools, so we
okay.
travel
So
together.
it gets
We're
all the time.
pretty much together every weekend. Not every weekend, but almost all the weekends in the summer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's your
I
favorite?
don't know. I feel like they try to split our classes up so we can't be together so much.
But there might be an administrative decision going on
We're going to
sometimes
have
in
to
the
start
boardroom.
attending meetings on that because
Yeah.
that's just not going to fly.
The when you look at how you guys, I remember when I first met Travis and you 7 or 8 years ago at Bowling Green. You guys parked the area, and I don't know why they shooed you our way, but you had family with you. Does the family still get a chance to travel with you? Have they all grown up?
Well, they've all grown up. They come when they can.
Yeah.
Our daughter and her husband and our 2 granddaughters came to Toma, you know, so. And there's a big golf tournament this weekend back in Marengo, so they can't make it here this week. The granddaughters are just getting old enough where it's easier for them to come along. And it's not, I don't want to call it a hassle, but when they're really young.
Yeah, absolutely. It's feeding.
Just kind of a hassle. Yeah.
Corralling.
Right.
When you get into the, do you expect that they'll participate in the future as things grow, or do they have their own interests?
Because our son is exactly like Travis was when he was younger, tighter than the bark on a tree, and he won't even take it down the track because he's like, I know how much money this costs, and I have zero desire to pay that. So
I know the reset value.
Yeah, so I don't think they'll probably follow in these tracks. And we didn't start this when the kids were young, so they didn't grow up with it.
Okay.
You know, they were older when we got into it, but they like to support it. They just probably won't participate in it. Right.
How about yours, your family? Growing from a business perspective, or will they participate in pooling going forward?
They won't. We don't have any together, but his kids won't. I mean, they're at the age they have their own lives. Yeah. They come when they can, but they won't. They'll never participate in it. I mean, I wish they would. I mean, the son Aaron, I would like to see him in the truck someday, but I don't know if we could ever get him in there. Maybe we can.
Gonna have to step on Larry's toe one day so he can't push the throttle. You know,
get in there.
Can't get in the
get
truck.
In there
You're like,
do
oh,
it.
sorry, here's Aaron's turn. How's that? Well, I slammed the dad's hand in the door. I'm not saying that's what we're planning, but I'm just saying that might be a good way to get him in the truck.
Don't put that on the betting page.
But like my family and Larry's family, if there's a pool close or if they have time they can take off, they'll come with. Yep, they'll travel with us.
How many from this event to next week? How many days will you guys spend out of town? Do you think to follow this tour, or will you from here you'll be able to run home?
We're in the middle of our 5 weekends in a row.
Yeah, that's what.
So we'll go home on Sunday, and then we'll leave Thursday or Friday to head to Napoleon, and then we'll just go to Bowling Green because it's 30 minutes or whatever drive versus driving home 8 hours and then back out there 8 hours. However, if the tractor does not cooperate, the guys have had to do that before and take it home and fix and bring back for Bowling Green.
Gotcha.
So we'll stay out 10 days straight.
I noticed in Bowling Green one time you guys closed up the doors and did full on. I think it was a head swap and charger changes inside the trailer. It was a long night. I remember walking by and offering assistance and beverage, liquid courage
we
to
switched
you and I.
We switched an entire motor one year down there, and I think it took 11 and a half hours.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So it was.
Will you do the same sort of tour, or will you get to go home, or will you go stick out here?
We'll go home here on Sunday, and then we'll go back. We go to Napoleon and Bowling Green, too, so we'll do with them. We'll
do
take
trailer
off.
drops and then drive the vehicle home and then come back to your trailers anywhere, like drop them in a local cooler stop?
And then when you do that, like there's other stuff in the trailer, like the laundry, the coolers, the food, the whatever. So there's a lot to do. Not just the pulling vehicles.
What's your favorite part? Yeah.
This right here?
I'm glad you could join us.
Curious if either one of you have got the chance to pull yet. Anything?
Oh,
I do pull.
She's a pro.
I do pull. Yep.
Yep. But Travis hasn't let you get in the tractor yet?
No, he hasn't, and I know that's because he's scared I'll beat him.
You've pulled.
Not his tractor, though.
I know, but you pulled before.
Yeah, you have.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
It was our local actual
Speed limit
hometown
hooks.
pull, and they set it up for me. I was a guest driver on it. I don't even know what class it was.
She went faster than the milk jug on the string.
Straight up. And they're like, oh, I said, do I need to worry about the speed limit thing down there? Oh, no, we have it weighted just perfectly. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Dilly bars for everyone. I got a DQ on that. I'm like, really?
What else if there's something that you like to get across or like the viewers at home to know, what would it be if it was on your mind?
As far as pulling in general?
Yeah, or your families and how this works.
There's so many friends at home that I've tried to get them to come to a pull like we have, and they're always like, no, it just doesn't look like fun. But they're seeing like your small hometown. One person to come to one of these Grand National pulls, they're like, oh my God, that is cool. Better, it's so much different.
How would you describe the difference?
Just the caliber of it.
Gotcha.
I mean, the caliber of the vehicles, the people.
Yeah, the competition.
It's nothing like a home. I mean,
which nothing wrong with the hometown.
There's
totally.
nothing.
There's feeder series everywhere.
It's just different.
It's the atmosphere of this all.
And some of them in a hometown pool can't get to a travel schedule. Their work or whatever inhibits them from being able to do that. But the caliber of the machines as well, and the quality of what we're seeing. I think here at a Grand National, if you can make it, we're down to an hour and a half before showtime, that they can still come out, participate. I think tickets are a manageable price. They even has break points of a 15-year-old down to a 10-year-old to get those kids involved. And there's a whole vendor midway over here on the side. What's your favorite vendor?
Oh, the nacho truck.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but that's like the best nachos I've ever had.
Really?
And it had nothing to do with the fact we spent the afternoon at the golf course in the VFW and we came back and had those, but they were the best nachos I've ever had.
I love the VFW. You think that, like, when I start thinking, I'm thinking the Lions Club should open things like a VFW.
And we're supposed to be at the VFW right now.
I know, and then Schultz got us talked into doing this. So.
He rung you up.
Yep.
He did.
If you had to change something about the sport, let's go for a little bit. Change something in the sport.
Probably who's on the seat of Bone Twister. I'd play.
Oh! I'm not going there because Travis got a little height on me. I think he's got a longer reach, so I'm going to leave Sleeping Dogs lie.
I don't know that there's a lot I would change.
No, I mean like full pull right now is going in the right direction. They're making it known, more known. I mean, more than we ever had before.
I think there's
this is doing a lot for the sport.
I think there's a deep investment as the guiding lights of full pull and exposure, right?
Right.
We want to stretch our roots, reach out to viewership, and reach out to, just like you said, once they get here, they're like, doink, light on their head.
Yeah.
But to get them here and to get them to participate, I think shows like this that are complimentary to viewers and the Full Pull Live Facebook page and YouTube channel, and if they can share that page out to their friends, I think we'd garner more fans and a larger fan base. And so when I think of like complaints from the puller perspective as well as the announcer, I want to see payouts start to grow. And I think with the full pull picks and some of that investment in that money wagered or that money invested into can turn around and come back to promoters, and that can turn around and come back into points funds and contingency funds.
Right.
Those are things that I look at in our future.
Well, unfortunately, the group of people that we have that's behind the NTPA, the WPI, whatever, you get a good group of people on there, and if there is an issue or something that you think is an issue, you can take it to them.
Yeah.
And they'll legit look at it, and they'll try and figure it out and see if there's something they can do to make it better or not, which is fine. But they listen to that.
We can work with you, or this is a no.
And this is a no, and why? Yeah.
And that's fine.
Absolutely.
Because that's how that has to roll.
I find that it's not a tiered situation where the administration isn't on site. What I really enjoy about this sport is the administration and the boards are on site, and they're fellow pollers. They're, Jesse Petro to Timmy Kane and those guys. And I bend their ear. Like, as pollers, I whine about one thing and I pomp and circumstance about another.
Right. And that's what makes everything mesh.
This sport,
you have to have both sides of that. And it's good.
Where do you guys see pulling in like 10 to 15 years? How do you think it's going to evolve or change?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
I'd like to, like, when they have to add more seating to a poll because there's more people that are in attendance, that's what I like to see. And I would like to see that continue to grow. And what you guys are doing here is totally growing that. And you get these people that don't know for sure what this tractor pulling is. But when you bring it to them, social media is so big right now, and they can actually see it on there. Then it's like, oh, that's a whole nother side of it than I knew.
Absolutely. Do you have a point?
Not really.
You don't have to. That's what this is about. So I'm just going to ring you up on one, and you have to take a drink.
But
because
no,
you
I
didn't
mean,
have a point.
Oh yeah.
we go to a lot of drag racing events.
Yes.
And we have a lot of drag racers that are friends of ours, and they look at some of our events and they're like, "Holy cow! Like, I can't believe, like, you guys are this big."
The growth of it.
The growth
the
of
footprint
it.
of it.
Yep.
Well, and we think that when we go see them or whatever, we're like, dang, and then they see us and they're like, dang.
So we always pulled at Wasion, Ohio, and then we go to Indianapolis for the drag race on the way home.
Yep.
And we pull in there now, and there's drag racers that actually come. They're like, I know those pullers are going to be pulling in any time, and they come and hang out with us.
They want to see your equipment. They want to see what you've brought to the table.
And it's like, what? We want to go in your trailer, and it's like, okay.
What I found out through some communication with motorsports, just aficionados, is that some of the technology that you guys are driving and in drive lines is being used or, I don't want to say copy, but emulated into other sports. That they're using some of the resources that we've troubleshot based on torque loads or horsepower gains, and they're being used, one, up and down our own classes, but they're also being used in other sports. As you guys develop into the gears and drive lines and drive line durability, I had a conversation out there a little bit earlier with a couple members in other classes that the drive line durability, as we keep gaining on power, becomes something that before we just bought and stuck in and we were using axles or we're using rear end housings that were built in the 70s and we don't really know what abuse they took. And now we're trying to get them to take the amount of loads we're putting on them now.
Right.
Where's the direction there?
And like, as far as our business, we have to always be watching and watching the horsepower grow. The engines are getting bigger. Everything is getting bigger. And as a company, we need to always work on making our parts better and stronger so they can hold up to this horsepower. And it's a lot.
So, and you don't have to tell everybody at home. No one's listening. What's next for my super farm? You got anything, bag of tricks? Come on, just me.
Just call, I'll let you know.
Oh, perfect. All right. All right. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll just ring you. Perfect. What else do we have? You guys haven't taken a single drink. You guys promised me.
That's because these are in the way.
Because nobody has a straw.
See, that's what it is. We gotta
so these
bring up the straw.
headphones, you need like that hat that has the straws, like
the
the
old
beer
helmet,
cans
the
up
beer
here,
can
and
helmet.
then just
Hard
have the straw.
hat.
You
The
know,
hard
I
hat.
think we might know somebody up the food chain, on the Full Pull Live and the Full Pull Picks. We're going to have to initiate them, and branded no less.
Absolutely. Right? You're going to sell the heck out of those. Yep.
I don't want to go 3 blind mice, but 3, tell me again, what is
3
it?
blind mice.
3 blind mice pulling team.
Without
Only
a pulling
team
vehicle.
without a vehicle. We're going to have to get you like a golf cart or something, right?
We should.
Something.
We need
Branded, logoed.
For sure.
What is your, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of things to talk about. I've run out, to be honest. So when you were the ProFab, was this a coordination? Is this like the switch and reversal?
Well, I was hoping we both had our 3 blind mice pulling shirts in there, and I did not have mine, and she did. And I'm like, how about I wear ProFab and you wear Bone Twister?
So the laundry didn't get cleaned up,
Right.
is what you're saying. Didn't make the laundry, didn't make the laundry
cut,
shoot,
no.
didn't make the cut for the weekend.
There's a lot to do to get ready to come here, and
Yeah.
clothes are about the last thing.
So what tonight, I forgot the classes that pulled tonight, Chase. What are the classes that are going out this evening?
We got the super stock 4-wheel drive trucks, the mini rods, and the modified tractors all on the one side, and then we got the light modifieds, the 2-wheel drives, and the super stock open on the other side. So there's quite a few good classes tonight. Should be a good show.
And then I forgot the name of this grounds, and it was named and built pulling specific. What's the name of it again?
Well, we get the Lions Club of Rockwell is the one who owns the grounds, and I have a blank on the name here.
That's Chambers.
Chamber Acres.
Chamber Acres.
Chamber Acres.
Yep,
that was it.
that's
And
correct.
the boss has got the scowl like, gosh darn it, guys. We went over this before the show started.
We're going to get fired for
But
that
absolutely.
one.
We thank you guys for joining us here. We're going to head on over to the two of us. We're going to excuse the ladies. We appreciate your time. Can we expect you out and about during the hook? Like, we'll be able to see you maybe?
Heck yes.
Oh, we'll be
Okay.
around.
So
Yeah.
as your setup goes down the line, I'm going to hit you at the starting line, and I want to know this to get further down the track than everybody else tonight.
Okay.
Think you'd be able to give me that insight?
Oh, I'll do what I
Maybe
can.
a little something.
I'll do what I can.
Maybe some liquid encouragement.
Yeah.
You can inform us.
Yep.
Oh, so you guys? Oh, just now you've
No,
been
not
anointed.
me. I'm busy during that
You've
class.
been anointed guest
Yeah,
announcer
yeah.
for the Superstock Diesel class. You're going
Yep.
to join us tomorrow evening on
I-
the Full Pull Live broadcast.
I guess.
So if you haven't already, you can log in, set your credit card up. It's a monthly subscription, and be a part of what you'll get a teaser here tonight. After this show, we'll do some sponsors, but as well, you'll get a teaser the first 10 minutes of the show to show you what we can bring you before you commit. But remember to commit to the Full Pull Live broadcast. Some of that payment and money goes into contingency funds and end-of-year points funds, as well as back to these promoters, the Lions Pool here in Rockwell, Iowa, and as well as the pullers and promoters eventually. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you
Thanks
for
for
having
coming out.
us. Thanks.
Thank you.
I expect you to come join us later on in the year, and even you're more than invited to ambush this show.
Oh.
We
So,
can
yeah.
do
Challenge
it.
accepted.
Yeah.
So it tends
We'll
to
do
be out on the track. Tonight we just thought we wanted to give a vision into Iowa with the silos in the
yeah.
background, and we thought this would be a great perspective for our fans at home. But thank you very much for
Hey,
joining
thank
us.
you guys.
I
Thanks for
Appreciate
appreciate
having
you.
us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Miss
what you do.
Thank you.
Mrs. Bone
Thank you,
Twister,
Chase.
Mrs. Profab.
Slow twister.
So just pull up. You said your headset's right down on the seat.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
But as you guys are watching at home, we're switching out guests. Jason's going to join us here. I step probably back into frame because then our camera guy's like, "Whoa, you walked off." But yeah, if you join us at home, you still have an hour. If you wanted to come and join us on site, there's 2 more days of hooks. There's a noon hook tomorrow. There's a 6 p.m. hook tomorrow night, Friday night, and the weather is crystal clear. Like, I'm going to jinx us. Knock on our new sign, brought to us by Brian Beckus.
Yeah, he already shared a post on Facebook.
Did he?
Yeah, that's
So
really cool.
I was curious if he has a name for his garden tractor. So Brian,
he's a good. It's a little diesel. There's a couple of them. They're pretty awesome.
So he developed this
All right,
new sign for our
time
set
to shut
and
up.
stage.
Let's get after it.
Totally.
It's time to make some
We've been
picks.
chatting.
Time
Okay.
to- you've been talking too much.
I totally have,
gave
and
you 30 minutes.
I did the cue to Chase, and then each time he's like, "Yeah, I can tell." He gives me the visual cue of, "I got something," but then I hear something they say, and I play off it.
I
and
see a
keep going.
squirrel. So welcome everybody to Countdown to Pull Time.
Yes.
Awesome having Allison and Lisa on. Allison is like the super fan of her husband. She, just gets excited. It's fun to watch the spouse wear it. Wear that emotion on the sleeves. She always has her iPad down there. Pretty good-looking blonde gal with her iPad down there doing this in the track. And, when they do good, she's all, yeah, and then she just kind of, she wears it. She wears it. And then Lisa and them. But I know they talked about the 3 blind mice a little bit. But
And this is an emotional sport.
it is.
So whenever you look
Because
at
we don't do this to make money. And then people say to me all the time, why do you do all this? And ultimately, we're getting the same purses we were back in the 1990s. We had Brian McDonald on at Fort Recovery. He won the Bowling Green Ring, won $1,500. That's what we win today. So in 25
It's the
years, we haven't done anything.
when he won it in the 90s.
So that's why when you say, why are you all in on like Full Pull Picks and Full Pull Live, to combine all the media. So when a sponsor says, "Hey, I want to see how many views you have,"
Oh, yeah.
well, there's 37 YouTubers. No, these are the numbers. This is what we got.
the analytics is what he's referring
It's like everything
to.
else.
Yep.
Yes, thank you for using those big
That
words.
divulges
I like that.
the content, original viewership, people who dwell, people who stay longer, and those numbers all add up into being able to court larger. I should not say larger, but other sponsors, additional sponsors to our shows.
Yep.
And we'll speak to these sponsors. Some of the sponsors are here with NTPA later on.
Yep. We're going to have Kyle Fisher on from Hot
5,
Shots
5:15.
here. We're going to have Ben Thompson from Cowtails, which is my
yeah.
favorite sponsor.
I saw him whiz by.
Yeah, I love
and
me
he
some
had the
Cowtails.
orange wrapper. I
And
forgot
then
what was in the orange
Jeff Miller
wrapper.
from Metos. So, guys, let's get into the picks a little bit.
Yeah.
The games are up, fans, on there right now. There's games up for the Outlaws tonight. There was games up for PPL last night. And we're always saying picks. Super, super important.
Picks.
Now we always say picks.
Yeah.
Okay? Not the B word. not
Yeah.
the B word.
Yeah.
I get in trouble.
I think
for
I
saying the
slipped
B.
up a little
You
bit
did.
earlier.
I already got a text message.
Yeah, I tried to give you the wave down, but
So,
then they pounced on
Super
us.
Stocks. So we rolled something new out with these head-to-heads. Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be, I think, where I'm at.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like pick 2 out of the top 3. We still have some of that. Pick 2 players finish in the top 3, but tonight Super Stock opens. You're head-to-head, so you pick who's going to win between fully loaded, and you guys are going to do this now.
Yeah.
We have 2 head-to-heads.
Yeah.
So pick who's going to win. Jeff Odom, fully loaded, extremely armed and dangerous, rutting deer. Who are you taking? So they can get 7th, 8th, and 9th, Chase.
Yeah.
They don't have
They
to
just
win. They have to beat each other.
Get over each other.
They have to beat each other. Who
So-
do you got of that?
Rutting Deer had a great run. Won last week, right?
Yep.
But
How do you bet against Terry Blackburn? Terry's even money.
exactly.
Terry's even money on the football app. Gansmer's 3 to 1, and fully loaded is 2.5 to 1. So I mean that's tough.
And so what I think some guys are missing is they don't understand odds, right?
Right.
Like they just don't understand the bet, so they don't want to participate in betting.
So I'm just going to show you what this looks like, and we're not going to use the B word. We're going to say picks, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pick Rutting Deer, and then I'm going to pick then the next bunch is Rutting Deer 2, Galat 2, and Considered Armed and Dangerous, Cody Chiswick. I'm going to grab Rutting Deer 2, Zane Daly. Okay, it's Daly. It is Daly. I butchered his name before
Daily,
recovery,
yeah, because
and he texted me.
It's spelled date.
Okay.
D-E.
So I picked Rutting Deer, Bob Gansmer, and Rutting Deer. So in the head-to-heads like that, okay? See how I did that? You picked 2.
Yep.
I'm going to hit next. I'm going to put down 10 smokes, okay?
This is what I want to do. Someday I want to screen share how you just did that to show those
Yeah.
people at home how simple that is.
It would win $41.90.
Right.
Because the odds will move, guys, up
'cause-
until pull time.
Because of who's participating.
It's going to
and
follow. It's
who
going to follow the money.
is laying real money
Yep.
on which driver.
So you're not betting.
You're not picking.
Oh, I said the B word.
Yeah, you're not picking.
We're picking against each other. We're not necessarily picking against the book. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
how that works. So that's Super Stock Open. So that's just fun here. Look, let's say we throw 1,000 down. We're feeling saucy. Okay, that would win us $4,190 if that hits.
Smoking
So that's
deal.
fun.
Yeah.
Right. You start thinking about
When
that.
you start thinking about the multiplier.
We've had $1,000 picks. We've had
of-
$1,000 picks.
Wow.
So you had teased
Not
us.
me. Not me.
Yeah.
I teased some. I
Yeah.
teased some yesterday.
You teased some yesterday, and that
but
caught my interest.
I have not. I don't have the stones.
So then
as
I
said.
put away the company
'Cause
credit
my
card.
wife sees my credit cards, so I don't want her to do that.
yeah.
There is so much that can change too. That's what's hard. I
Exactly.
mean, even if you
flow.
pick a top tractor, I mean,
Yep.
you go into it
And
thinking,
if it coughs, it's over.
yeah,
Oh, totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Colin Ross, clearly the most dominant diesel super in
Right.
the world. But Saturday night for recovery, nothing. And that happens. And there, if he hooks, he's going to win. I don't care. I truly believe that.
You mean if he gets it off the line?
If he gets off the line, he goes on track. 99% chance he's going to win. But if he doesn't, if he steps on it a little bit,
but
it's
when
not
you
going to happen.
choose him at even odds,
Yep. You're not going to make
there's
any money
not
anyway.
a chance to.
Nope.
Yeah, you get the W, but you don't
Yep.
get the real
if you
money.
pick, if you would pick 2 favorites and you put $5 down,
yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
You would win $5.50. You'd win 50. You'd make profit 50 cents on something like that because you wasn't risky enough. That's where with the head-to-heads with the 3
That's
or
where
the
the
4,
picks.
that's where it's a lot more fun
And
with,
you'd
with
play
the picks like that.
the odds.
Yep.
So 3 to 1s, 14
And
to 1s.
as the money starts moving around a little bit, so let's do modifieds. There's for session 1,
come
we
on.
got Super Stock opens. And again, if you're sitting at home and you're following along, we don't shut these down until the class shuts down. Does that make sense, guys?
No.
Like
Tell us more. What do you mean?
So
Till
first
the
hook
class
tonight
shuts down.
First hook tonight is let's see, Super Stock diesel trucks and
Yeah.
light mods.
Chase
Super
has that,
Stock
yeah.
opens are last. Super Stock opens are last. Super Stock open wagering
So that
picks are open
that
until
picks are open until the
Yep.
class
Yep.
takes the first hook.
Yep,
Is
picks
that
are-
sort of how it
exactly.
works?
They're
And
gonna
then
shut it
somebody
down.
in executive board somewhere who manages.
Somebody's watching the
It
stream.
goes,
Yep.
oh, here comes that class.
Boom,
Shut down.
shut down.
So you have the evening
Yep.
to gauge what you might do in the last class of the night.
And then
You don't have
make,
to
you
set.
can make your picks.
well, and that's important too because you can also see that track change. I mean, a lower horsepower. I mean, it all depends too.
Yep.
So
well, and you know the pulling order.
So when you get
Right?
oh yeah,
Maybe you're in that
with our
class
weigh-in-
where the sun's going down.
weigh-in show.
I think we know like a gas truck class, they're going to build the road, or a mini class, something like that. And that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be
We
fun.
talked about the minis a little bit earlier. I have some great insight from Brian and how he's been running.
So
I
modifieds. Modifieds.
yeah,
4. There's 4. Okay, ready, guys?
yeah.
Yep.
Making Sense, Kevin Criswell. Money Pit, Lane Bullinger. Dirt Slinger, Bill Leichner. Simon Says, Brandon Simon. Brandon Simon right now is 1.1 to 1. Bill Leichner is 1.6 to 1. Your longer shots, which when you think about them, you say their name, they're really not that long. But when they're up against Leischner and Simon.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing a lot of the picks go towards the big names.
Totally.
But
And
also the big names are dominant.
That's where real money
Leischner
wagering
and Simon
happens.
have been dominant in the mod class
Yes.
this year. Those two
Yeah.
have been going head-to-head, back and forth. Like in the Super Semis, it's been Brian Eilethorpe and R.J. Simon.
I got to interrupt. There's a full-on tailgate going on over there. So if you're not here, you can still get here and watch on our live stream on your multi-device as well as place your picks.
It's fun.
I mean, I'm just saying we should move our set
Over
to
there
that
to the tailgate.
tailgate.
We should take it into the
Take it to the tailgate. Take
count
it to
down
the people.
Take it to count down to pull time in the pit.
Okay, so keep going. I'm sorry.
So okay, you guys. So let's do this. Let's make
Yeah.
a pick. So do you want to pick Griswold, Bollinger, Leischner, or Simon?
What?
Out of those four, who's going to win? Who's going to do the best out of those four? This is the head-to-head.
That's
I don't want to play that game. I want
You have to.
play to win.
Yeah, you
I want
don't-
to play to
this-
win
this
money.
Is, this is head-to-head.
I don't want the win. I want the money. So
Head-to-head.
I'm going with
Who are you picking?
senseless.
Senseless.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to pick Griswold. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Who's going to win between Matt Johnson's new 1X Dirt Slinger? Okay. Somebody
be a
just
cool-
texted me, and these guys are tools. My friends. They're watching right
Are
now.
they friends?
No, they're
Okay,
not.
'cause that's
I have real friends, like 2, and everybody else is Facebook friends.
Yeah.
And then there's my Facebook enemies.
Okay, so who are you picking? If I pick the
No, we're doing this together. We're doing this pick together.
okay.
We're doing
oh
this team.
shucks.
We're
So
doing
this is where I pony up.
No.
Like,
I,
where's my split?
no, I put. I
Oh, you're gonna-
I
you're gonna
uploaded.
hold it
I
against
uploaded
my
into my
tab.
account. Yeah.
It's going
Hey,
against
I
the
bought
tab.
you some energy drinks.
Totally did. Well,
Okay.
we bought them for the crew. Like this is 5 sessions.
Zip it.
5 sessions.
Zip it.
I can't.
Who's going to win between Matt Johnson, 1X Dirt Slinger, Brett Berg, Ring Seed Moneymaker, Takes a Lick, and Steve Bunnage, or Jeff Rose, Giddy Up? So basically, Johnson's 1.8 to 1, Berg's 1.8 to 1, Steve Bunnage is 3.6 to 1, Rose is 2 to 1.
Okay, so
So
this is
all-
the mods class.
Yeah, but all they got to do is beat each other. Doesn't matter who wins the class. Who's going to do best between Matt Johnson, Dirt Slinger X, Berg, Takes a Lick, and then Rose? Right away, your mind goes Berg. It has
Yeah.
to. It has to.
yeah.
But the odds.
I know. But
I want
if
to
you
make
pick losers,
and
you're
they
not going to
win,
make anything.
but if they win,
then it's fun.
I've tripled
Then
it,
it's fun.
right?
Yeah, then
it's
fun.
3 to 1.
That's fun. Yeah.
So do you have a choice?
I don't know. I think I'd have to go on the safe end. I don't know, PK. I don't know. Jason, where are you
He
thinking?
said safe.
Oh,
He's
I'm-
going safe. He's going even money.
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to take Berg.
No,
Are you?
I'm taking Berg.
Nope.
Who do you got?
I'm going Ricky.
Okay, we're taking Ricky.
I'm taking Ricky. I want to make wagers.
Okay.
I
Cool.
didn't come here to just
Make-
push.
you're making picks.
I don't want to push.
Okay, we're
Like,
putting
here's
10.
my dollar. Here's your dollar.
We're putting 10.
No, here's my dollar.
10.
Here's my 5.
10's going to win us 40.
Is this linked to PK's bank account?
No, it's not mine. Okay.
That'd make it
Spend
more
it.
fun.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Well-
so mods are done. Mods are done.
Yeah.
Super open. Heavy.
How
supers
many
over.
classes are available to us tonight?
We have Super Stock Diesel, which is the first class of the night.
Yep.
We got Modifieds, which is the last class tonight. Joe
Yep.
Ader is going to be our guest announcer in the house tonight.
Yes.
Super Stock Opened is going to be last class as well. Jeff Hodem's coming in earlier tonight to hang out with us.
Yes.
Then he's going to go get scaled up.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing when we go around to get the guest announcers, I always say, we want you in there, but we know you're here to win. Like I said to Grant Theobald today, we really want you in the booth, like PK and I and Chase, but you're here to win a championship, and I don't want you to say,
We don't want to.
well, I wasn't focused that night because
Right.
I
I ran him across the
I was
scale.
doing-
I went ahead and left
Yeah.
it 100 light because I didn't want to go back to the trailer because I knew I had to be in the production trailer with full pull live. Right. We don't want that to occur.
Super Stock Diesel trucks. Who's a do better? Rock Hard Ram, Triple Alpha
Ooh.
Prices, Pipe Dream, Swept Fort Recovery, Pipe Dream Swept Fort Recovery, or Cummins Killer 3.
That's the Hades edition, right?
Yes.
The Triple Alpha.
Triple Alpha Prices. It's like his name's like 17 words long.
Totally is.
I think if we don't at least pick the rock hard ram, that's it. I think we have to.
So Triple Alpha Process is 4.5 to 1. Craig Dickey, the Cummins Killer 3. That's what Phil's down there. He's long shot Phil.
I am going to use this as a second
Oh,
income.
boy.
Second income.
We're gonna
Well,
get you,
third and fourth.
we're
I
gonna
don't
get
know
you
how
on
many
credit
companies are
card.
going on.
You can mail your credit card statement to my house. Sign it up
Okay.
on right there.
1.4
1.4 to
to
1
1
for Dickey. Pipe Dream Jeremy Yeager 2.3 to 1. Or Rock Hard Ram is 1.8 to 1. So I'm gonna let you pick this one.
Rock hard ram.
Okay, we're taking Rock Hard
Yeah,
Ram.
all
So
day
that's
long.
the first head-to-head in that. Now, the other side we got to get. Top Shelf, Nick Gillette, 1.1 to 1. Crosswired, Brady Ingram, 3 to 1. American Pride, Keith 1, 2 to 1. Ryan Funk and the Funkin' Moving, 18 to 1.
Oh.
18 to 1.
There it is, PK.
That's a money maker. And you know that truck runs. They're gonna if they hit one like this.
It's a $5 minimum. It's $5, bro.
Right, let's do it.
$5.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
$5.
take it. All right, so five 51 on a 5. Boom!
I'm saying, like,
I like it.
We got
Let's
chances
do
here,
it.
bro.
We got chances.
We got, like, we're gonna have a crew.
I'll go with you on that one.
Right?
I'll go
I
with
like
you.
it. Funky
When you
moving.
look at odds, and if you don't,
Is it okay to cheer on the live stream? Because we wagered, or because we made picks?
Because we made picks.
Maybe
Yeah,
made picks,
I think there's a catch. I think there is, right? Because we're all passionate. Like you said, this is an emotional sport.
Yes, it is.
Why can't we show emotion? I get the whole neutrality. The Dodgers versus the Mort's plumbing specialist. Like, nah,
That's
okay,
the title
I get
sponsor. There's the boss.
it. It is the title sponsor.
Tim,
Just
come
wanted to
on in.
Drop the Hogan.
Light mods.
Let us come on.
Tell me who you like. It's Tim, you're right here, boss.
Right here.
Who do you want between Simon Says, American Thunder, Corporate Punishment, or Feisty Farmer? How can you even pick? This is so hard. Simon's even money, 1-1.
Yeah.
Bill Voorhees. Tim Nearing, everybody. The man, the myth, the legend. He's the big lion. He's the Mufasa of the Lions Club here
So,
in Rockwell, Iowa.
Have you ever thought about getting a costume with like a lion's mane?
That'd be awesome.
It
Wouldn't
would be, right?
Tim,
Have to be a big costume, though.
welcome to Countdown to Pull Time, buddy.
Thank you. This is great.
It's great
you
to
could
see. You know
join
what? You know why I'm happy? There's not rain in the forecast.
It's awesome.
It is. I
It's
mean,
gonna be
I
a
feel
great
like we've had
weekend.
one session, right? I've been coming now for 3 or 4 years. I feel like we've had one session every year that gets rained out, or the threat of rain. Folks, for you at home, y'all got these smartphones. Doesn't make you very smart because they see 30% chance of rain, and they're like, "Oh, I ain't going out to
gonna buy
Rockwell.
the ticket.
North Iowa Nationals." Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. There's a 70% chance. You know what I do when I hit a golf ball and behind a tree? Trees are 80% air. They are.
I
They
don't
are,
even know where
PK.
that's at. So, but what I am doing is,
What are you doing,
It's
PK?
an hour and 15 minutes till showtime. Still time if you're watching online to come and purchase a ticket. It's economical ticket. You have a huge vendor area here. I was here
Yeah, people tailgating.
9 years ago, and it wasn't.
Define.
This
Now stop. Define what is
expansive.
7-9 years ago.
I don't really know.
Do you speak
It
Pennsylvania?
was 5
Tim?
plus, and it
You
was
speak
under 10.
Pennsylvania?
Yes.
You do.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's a Pittsburghese thing.
Hi, my name's Phil. 7-9 years ago. Like 3 or 4. of
You've
them.
expanded this facility tenfold since I was here last.
Stop. Start. Just tell us how it started. What
Please.
did this used to be?
Well, to be honest, it was a hayfield. And we used to once in a while have a concert out here, and then we had a concert once. Jamie Bush came up and approached me and said, "Is there any chance we could have a tractor pull out here?"
Thunderstruck. 4-wheel drive mod.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And, you know, at the time, to be honest with you, all I thought about was the old antique putt-putts, things like that, and I didn't know much about pulling.
That's the
And-
exact opposite fan you'll see here at the North Iowa Nationals. Grand National pulling at its finest.
Yeah, so, finally we decided to pledge $250,000 to our new aquatic center in town here, and we needed a fundraiser, so we decided that, hey, let's try this. And about year 3, I suppose, we won regional 5 pull of the year, and we started to think, hey, we got
voted on
something
by the
special.
poolers and
Yes.
fans, right?
Yep.
That's how. So they chose you. Like
Yep.
this isn't favorite. Yeah.
You know what I like about Tim and their gang? They go to other pulls, and they sit and they watch and they talk to other promoters.
Yeah.
Promoters that do that, I feel like last year I saw the Chapel Hill guys here. I've seen people here from Bowling Green that come into Rockwell. How cool is that?
Yeah. Right.
You think about what
When you-
what do you want to be? What
Yeah.
what can we take from that event? That's what these guys do.
So the funds that you're generating here, your first initiative was towards the pool. Do you
Yep.
have things in your future? What are you targeting? If we can pack your grandstands, and I see you have additional grandstands down this side, that if I'm not mistaken, we're not here prior.
7-9 years ago they were not,
Well,
No, then we're not.
but they were here last year. Sorry, PK. I got to pick on you.
Yeah,
I'm taking it.
So this year was our,
Yeah.
our last payment of that $250,000 that
Yep.
we made, and we have given on top of that over $2 million back into the communities for all these nonprofits. We help pay for an ambulance. We help pay for fire trucks. There's just a lot of things we're doing to put money back into the community.
Tractor pulling's awesome.
in the other civic groups that run around Rockwell and around the greater area here of Rockwell, Iowa.
Yes. Yep.
So the dollar spent here is a great value ticket. They have benchmarks of ages in the 15-year-olds and 10-year-olds, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that generality. But the price points make this a family-friendly event. I saw tailgating just going on over there. I almost vacated the show because Jason sat down and took over to go join a tailgate.
Yeah, I
And-
actually
and
had a
that's
guy
accepted here
call
as well.
last night and said, "Hey, I don't want to pay for a hotel room. Do you mind if I just stay in your driveway out there and just sleep in my car?" Sure. Let's
Yeah,
have fun.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah, open
Why
it
not?
up.
I don't. Yeah, wait. Just make sure they're alive.
Where do you see the future of this hook going?
Well, to be honest, my dream and my team of 12 others in North Iowa Nationals just to be a super national someday. Of course, as you see, starting out with a hayfield, there's a lot of infrastructure that we got to get before we're ready for that. But every year we're growing. As you might have saw, we expanded our grandstand area. And, you know, of course, we're going to need more permanent bleachers here in the next year or two. But we hope to take this pool to one of the best in the nation.
What does it mean to a town? How big's Rockwell?
It's 900 people.
Okay. What's it like when you basically, you know, 10 times, 10x your population for your town?
At least.
To be honest with you, it gets you a little stressed. But I can't even explain what it does for our local economy.
I mean, does everybody rally?
They do.
This has to be the thing every year in Rockwell, right?
It is. Yep, it is. And everybody comes and, you know, 2 to 3 weeks out, we've got 50 people every night out here wanting to help and put this thing together. I mean, you look at these grounds, they're perfectly groomed. I mean, there's guys out here with weed eaters on their own time. We got 3 guys. I think they're crazy, to be honest with you. They're out here mowing all the time. I mean,
it looks nice.
There's lawns in town that don't look as good as it does out here.
I agree.
mean,
this is finely
crazy.
groomed. This is a very nice facility.
You know, and it's you know, it
but
takes
that's what it takes.
all this.
Pullers love it. Come in, white lines, gravel everywhere. You know, because we have had rain, but they can still get to the scales. Everything's laid out here. They took a hayfield, because my dad pulled here 10 years ago, or maybe I don't remember exact year. But I remember seeing one side there was nothing on here.
7 to 9, and he just.
Well, I didn't. I use proper English. I think.
Point.
I know. I'm just a pick guy no matter what you do. So, but again, welcome everybody to Countdown to Pull Time. Tim Nearing with us. I'm gonna call him the Mufasa of the Lions Club. Tim's the person I talk to all the time, but they have an amazing board of 12 people, and they're inviting you to come out to their baby. They started this as a hayfield, turned into one of the biggest Grand Nationals. It's been Grand National Pull of the Year a couple years ago, and when that gets voted in, and to Phil's point, and Chase, you mentioned earlier, that's voted on by the pullers. Yeah. That isn't like, oh, you know somebody, or you always hear that stuff. That's a vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
that you earned.
And then you should have seen their face, because I was sitting at the table with them just by luck. Yeah, hey, look at the fans. They're happy to be here.
So
man.
They're loading in. They've got about an hour for showtime. But you mentioned the pit area. But even the accommodations you have for your guests, the way the traffic's flowing in the bottom side of multiple, there's not a traffic congestion problem at this point. Maybe just a half hour before, it might be on some of the bigger, I would say your bigger night, maybe a Friday night, Thursday night. There's still tickets available. Friday night might be a struggle. You need to get here early, purchase your ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's really no reason not to. Go out and visit with all these great people all from across the nation. I've become great friends with so many of these pullers out here. I never dreamed that I would love tractor pulling. I'll tell you, my heart pounds for tractor pulling now.
That's
awesome.
Exciting to hear.
Well, look what it's done for their town.
Oh,
and this
development.
And all the friendships they have, and like you said, the volunteers. They're because they were sending us pictures to post on Facebook 2 weeks ago. They're already working the track.
Well, I saw some of the videos on social media as well as here for your social media site as well. And I hear them on your radio calling out, like opening up gates and things like that right now, and calling another worker
over
fun.
to cover. This is that rush, the
coordination,
the adrenaline. We've been busting our butt. If everybody thinks you just plan these things for 2 weeks ahead of time to hang up a couple posters at the local Casey's.
What would you estimate your volunteer force is? Hundreds?
75? There's 250 to 300 probably.
Volunteers.
And, this week, I ain't going to lie, it's going to get a little difficult. We got 2 weddings in town. So it's we're getting a little stretched for help.
Because your volunteers are at the wedding.
But you know what is so cool is we got volunteers coming from 20 miles away that want to be part of this event and help out. It just keeps growing. We get phone calls all the time. Hey, how can I help? I went there the last 5 years, and I love this place. I mean, you can't ask for more.
No,
so, speaking of that, we jumped off a flight. You have a nice airport, only less than 20 miles away.
2 days. It's been open
2 days old.
Open. The Mason City International.
Chase and I were the second flight into it, and that gentleman who was baggage at the time, he pulls many hats. Literally, as I stepped off the plane and was about to pull the bag, he's like, "Here for the tractor pull?" And I was like, did I just get sized up? Like, how did he know? He's like, no, there was a group that flew in yesterday. Well, actually, I drove them and dropped them off at the track yesterday. Do you guys need a ride? I'll take you over. I'm done after this shift, after your flight comes in. another flight doesn't come in till tonight.
Yeah, that was the cool part. I mean, we're sitting in the lobby, and he goes, "You guys need a ride to the pool?" And we're like, "Well, we already have a ride on the way, but that's nice of you for offering, you know."
Yeah, very nice. But the ticket taker was on their way. The baggage guy was on their way.
The gal at Casey's is coming tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we talked to her.
Because the bag packer.
The bag packer.
Yeah.
The
bag packer.
Yep.
And then
inside joke.
The TSA agents were also they apparently closed down midday. TSA agents were on their way, and I think if I'm not mistaken, one of them was a volunteer, a ticket taker here as well.
Yeah,
so from all over, that's and if I'm not mistaken, it's a 20-minute drive. So I got to assume that airport is only 15 minutes or so.
Yep.
But yeah, large supporters over there on that end of town too.
Yeah, we're the buzz in the area. I mean, I don't think there's anything like this event hardly in North Iowa.
My dad was excited. He lives in Cedar Rapids. He started hearing stuff on WHO and some radio stations, some national, the statewide.
So yeah, we did have the radio blasting earlier as we were setting up, and you had a great promo spot on the radio here as well. How far is that reach? When you look at investing funds that you get in, you got to hold back some so you can participate the next year. How do you choose your radio spots and things like that in the region?
Well, we got a gentleman that's been doing that since the start, and he's had time to do that. And, boy, I'll tell you what, it takes so much time to promote this event. He goes around all the radio stations, and it's kind of funny because, I mean, he's like a pit bull. He don't give in for the first price. He tries to get all the extra minutes he can get and things like that. It's crazy, but, we stretch out the whole state, and some in Wisconsin, some in Minnesota, and of course, Beer Money Pulling Team's done a great job helping us promote this event, and we just want to keep doing what we can to get bigger and bigger.
Well, it's a great event. You really, truly, we can say this is one of the best ones you're going to go to, without a doubt. And here's what I'm going to tell you: we look at numbers every week, right?
Yes.
Look at the amount of entries compared to other events that we've gone to on the Grand National schedule. There's 17 mods. Okay?
Yeah.
There's 15 diesel supers on Saturday night.
Right.
Those are Bowling Green
Those
type
are
numbers.
huge draw numbers.
Three of us, like my tractor's going to Gibbon, Nebraska Friday night with maybe
for points.
And Beckman
You're
for points,
chasing
and then
points.
they're asking. Now we're not going to make it Friday night, but we'll be here Saturday night, and that's to me that's what I think. That's what they want to be here, but you respect that. I want to keep my tractor in the points hunt, but also hey, I have a chance to go to Rockwell. Let's go.
But doesn't it tell a tale? Like whenever we jump through hurdles to make sure that guys are participating, their poolers are jumping through hurdles to make sure they can participate at your event. Yeah. That should say something.
38 two-wheel drives.
Yeah.
Wow.
20-some minis, 13 pro stocks. And they get divided up on certain weekends. We got 13 of the best here. Semi numbers are huge. There's like 10. It's crazy.
You said you have a board of 10 or 12?
12 people.
12 people. How do they get chosen? How do they cultivate, and how do you keep refilling the coffers if somebody moves on or has a grandkid and says, I can't participate as much. I've got grandkids now.
We just kind of talk, and we look for special talents within our group of 50 Lions members, and it is, yeah.
Okay.
So we got a track committee, 3 guys that are working on the track. We got guys that are working on promoting this pole, like myself and Kurt and others. And we got some that are working on sponsorships, and so we take that 12 and we break it up. And then we come back together and we make this thing as best as we can.
I met Brian. If I remember right, it was Brian in the water applicator. I was like, hey, keep track. Fans at home are going to want to know. He's like, well, it's 2,000 gallons. I've already done 4 trips down through there. I'm like, all right, keep track for me. I'm going to come back to ask during our live event how much water we've applied and where we are in track conditions and things like that. He takes that on as a merit badge. Like that's probably a polite way to say it.
Yeah. So Bill, our track chairman, he is absolutely amazing. And he takes everything to heart. I mean, holy smokes. He was here till 3 o'clock in the morning last night, just couldn't sleep, worried sick about this track and making sure it's perfect.
And you guys have a mix of a surface that's a bit of a loam, if I'm right, for the right terminology. And then you guys add organics. And if you have chicken farms around here. So and the proper term is litter, chicken litter. And some byproduct as well.
Proper term.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah, this is an open show, but you can tune in later for the Full Pull Live, and we can say what we want.
I don't think we can say that.
No,
S
probably
word
not
on there.
still.
I don't think so.
But yeah, you use a chicken litter. He finds the right mix, his composition.
Yeah, and
for power
to be
and
honest
drive.
with you, Jason brought up that we go to other polls. I've been to a couple other ones, and we go on the track. We see what their track consists of. We started off, this was just a limestone hill. and we hauled in 150 semi-loads of clay to get started here. And then we found out we were too tight, and we went to other poles, Toma and Bowling Green. We found out what that track looks like, and it's got a lot of organic matter and everything in it. So every year we're adding wood chips to it. And this year, just 2 weeks ago, it had the most beautiful soybean crop on this field. I mean,
was it from Hefty Seeds?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But it was beautiful. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you, they were tall and beautiful, and we could have harvested those beans if we left them. But that's the kind of things that we're doing is, getting some organic matter into the track and loosening it up. And so it's good for every class, and not just those power, and things like that.
And so when you talk about your sponsorship team and your marketing and advertisement, and Mort's Plumbing, Mort's Water is a contributor here as well?
They're the title sponsor.
Yes. This year, for the first year, they came on board as our presenting sponsor, and, man, are they a sponsor. We are so lucky. They approached us, wanting to know if they could be that presenting sponsor, and they actually signed a 5-year deal with us.
Oh, congratulations.
So
that's a huge get.
That's
multi-year deal.
Yeah, it's a really good deal. And actually, he said, we're just writing this down on paper. It's probably going to be a lifetime plan. He goes, we really, really love it here. So that's pretty cool stuff.
That's awesome. So how do you think Mort's connected to? Did they connect to Rockwell, or did they connect to the tractor pulling, or what was the culture? I guess they probably just.
So to be real honest with you,
no, go ahead, lie to us, but then be honest.
Just lie to us. Lie right to our face.
Yeah.
Mort's Water and Mort's Plumbing and Heating are so family oriented, and that's what tractor pulling is in Rockwell. Yes, it's family oriented. And that's what they loved about our event. It's just they like to see the kids out here, the young people, the wives, the family, and just having a great time. So it's awesome to have them on board.
That's what we just discussed with Allison, who was here prior to you, and Miss Lisa. The family-oriented aspect of
with
being
Lisa
able
Peterson,
to.
Allison Shawball, and they were opened up.
Yeah, to be able
they were your opening act, Tim.
Yeah, they were the warm-up crowd.
Yeah,
I just can't keep.
We
my
got
mind
2 minutes
straight.
left with Tim. I want to talk about the new sponsorship thing at the end. That's cool. That VIP area. Can you talk about that?
Yep.
That's neat.
I asked a ton of questions.
Because Wisner, Nebraska put skyboxes in last year, and that looks cool because everybody wants to be up high like that. That is so cool that they did that here. Because you're always looking. If you don't have something new the next
Evolve.
year, Chase or PK, evolve. Thank you. Big words. 7-9. What makes you think of that? How did that all come together?
It's all about increasing the fan experience. To get that connection with the fan and the puller, it's just something we work on and just try to get, like, we're family, all of us, the pulling world, the fans, just get everybody together, and that's part of the fan experience.
I love it. Because the open pit area that's at each NTPA event, yours is so laid out well that from the when they enter your park and literally just the flow, you're oh man, what do they call it? There
Evolve.
is a term.
Evolve. 7-9.
There's a flow that goes on from the parking areas on both ends that they can go around the facility.
It just works.
It
just works.
And maybe it's because you might have had a blank slate to be able to look at to set it up, right?
100%.
Like a blueprint. You're like, this is our next step. This is our next step.
Yeah. Then when we started here, it was 10 acres, and then we were able to purchase the 80 acres around it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to be like all these fairs and things that get
landlocked.
You know what I mean? So we wanted to protect this asset because we always wanted to grow it. And to be honest, that's why it's so laid out. Is we've had 16 years of blank slate, like you said. So I mean, we can go to these other polls and say, oh man, they could change this a little better if they had room. So we've been able to. I mean, man, I can't tell you how many people call and have advice for us and talk to us. It's amazing. I could go on and on with newborn friends that are willing to help.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I think what's super impressive too, when you enter the facility, you see a row of pit vehicles, and you're like, wow, that's a lot of equipment there in the pits. And then you realize there's like 3 other rows behind it, and then you're like, wow. I mean, it's crazy. It's
awesome.
Yeah, 2 years ago when we increased the pit size, we thought, well, we'll never have to do it again. I'm not so sure we ain't going to have to grow it again.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance? I know you're busy here in the calls and the radios and the phone calls. Have you had a chance to hit your pit area yet?
Actually, last night I went around and everybody was here. I shook their hand and thanked them for coming and how important they are to us. So I have. today. Holy smokes, they've been coming in.
Yeah,
it's
the rolling.
Crazy.
Yes.
It's amazing. I mean, I don't know if we're full, but we're darn close, fellas.
Yeah.
There's
to
a
order more
lot
gravel.
of iron out there.
Awesome.
You have to order more gravel going into June next year.
Tim?
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you,
time. I know
fellas.
you're busy. 30
Hey,
minutes.
thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
Count
your
down
help.
to
very
pool
much,
time.
sir.
I'm going
I
to bring up
appreciate
Ben Thompson from Cowtails will be my next guest. Ben, come on up. It's not Ben? That's what I wrote down on my sheet. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir. We'll catch you this evening. Have a great show.
Mike Farley? Okay. I wrote down Ben Thompson. I'm sorry.
That's right. Ben
Mike.
Thompson was here last week.
You know, Ben Thompson's here last week. Gotcha.
Mike, join us.
All right.
Oh, man, the
Look
mug.
at that. I brought you guys some gifts.
Hey, check this out, guys. This mug has a whole cow tail.
Yes.
That's
Full on.
it's-
Oh, the thumb lever. You're not leaving with this, just so you know.
No.
You're not
I got
leaving
plenty
with
of them
that.
for you.
Oh, that's exciting.
What's that? I saw a meme
Ooh.
the other day on Facebook. It says, "There's no way I'm not going to walk back to that toy that says push the button or something, something like that."
That's exactly what this
You're
one
going to
is.
find that damn tail.
So this is the caramel apple version?
Oh, that's their new one.
That's
That's the newest new.
No, the newest new is our honey bun.
That's a
flavor.
honey bun.
Yeah,
I'm
I had the
addicted
honey
to.
bun at Toma.
Yeah,
or
we've had
somebody.
it two
Yeah.
facilities. We've had the honey bun.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the caramel apple as well.
Yeah,
Tell us about it. How
yeah.
did you get to that
Here,
flavor?
let's try one.
Yeah,
Just,
well, this is
it's
not the
nothing to do.
caramel apple that you're
Yeah,
trying.
right.
What am I trying?
This is the
This is the
original
original
caramel,
vanilla.
the original.
I just brought the vanilla
Okay.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted
Chase,
to
you want one?
share
Oh,
with
yeah.
you guys. So the vanilla is our original flavor.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
And we have
Hallmark brand.
We have strawberry, smoothie, caramel apple, brownie, and our newest flavor, honey bun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been a hit at my household.
Has it? Yeah.
But tell us about the Getz brand. How do they?
Yeah, the Getz brand. The Getz it's a family-owned operation out of Baltimore, Maryland. Approximately 129 years old. Still in the same damn factory, same building. Same
That's
building.
amazing.
Yeah, we've upgraded the machinery and the people.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
They work well now.
Yes.
The FDA's got involved.
129 years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so, the company is a family-owned company, a great family who gives back a lot to the community. They're in the farming business, and they have always had a passion for the tractor pulls.
Oh, you'll be quiet. You'll be quiet.
You're right. That's why one of
you'll
us
let the
can't fill
sponsor
their
talk.
mouth. But
Okay.
so I want to know, and I know it's a secret. How do you get the filling in there?
It's a total secret.
Come on.
No, if I told you, I'd kill you.
yeah.
No, I'm done. No,
So
I
on my
can't.
last days,
He's
I'm calling
the
you.
worst, Mike.
I'm calling
Like
you.
he's always asking competitors, like, what gear should I put it in? Give me tire pressure.
Where
He's
you at?
terrible.
What regionally?
He's
Where you
terrible.
at?
Yeah.
So it is like a trade secret a bit of how you get it.
How we put
Processed
the
filling
cream
in the-
in the caramel, yeah. And the other beautiful thing about the Getz Candy Company
We'll have
is
to wait.
we source all of our product, all
Yes.
of our ingredients here domestically.
Really?
Our number one.
Tell me how that works then.
So we will not purchase any of our ingredients from outside the U.S. Right? So we are.
High five, Mike.
Yes.
I like that.
Our number one ingredient in this product is wheat flour. So supporting the wheat farmers across the country is a big part of what the family is all about. So we will not buy anything outside of the country.
That's exciting to
Yeah,
hear.
it is really exciting.
Especially in the day and age we're in. You know, you want to support your friends, support your farmer, and it's the same reason we're doing this show complimentary on our YouTube page and our Full Pool Live page.
Yeah.
That we're selling tickets to this event. At the same time, we're also encouraging guys to log into our Full Pool Live show.
Yep.
What brought you here to Rockwell? Where are you from?
So I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What?
What? Yeah. Flew in last.
Wait, you flew into Mason City, didn't you?
Right in. I put the
I
prop.
met the baggage guy.
Did they say you going to the tractor pull? Yeah, they said that to them when they landed.
They absolutely
You know,
did.
you were on the first ever flight into the Mason City International Airport.
Man, that guy got out and spun the propeller right in front of me. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Did you have to pedal, or you have to put your foot down for brakes?
Yeah, no, it was all good. So we flew into Minneapolis last night.
Oh, okay.
Took 2 hours of lightning strikes before we could get off the damn plane.
Gotcha.
But we made it to Rockwell, thank goodness.
How does the family and the growth of this business? You don't have to tell everybody. You can just tell me.
I'm gonna have another cowtail.
What's your next flavor? How do
how do we figure out the
get
flavor?
there? Like, is
a
this
great
a
question.
suggestion box?
Do we have
or
a
is
Cheetos
this-
and lemonade for us adults?
I mean, I can give you a hint.
So
I can give you a hint.
I don't need everything, but when might a next product
Mike,
come
be
out?
careful. Be careful. Make him sign an NDA. I'm not joking. This guy's sneaky.
This isn't going out anywhere
Oh,
else.
we're
Yeah,
just-
we're not.
I mean,
Oh,
we're
it's
just
just you and I?
trying.
It's just you and I?
We're not even live. We're not even live. We just put these headsets on to make it look good.
This is Wayne's World. Like we're in a basement.
Major League. You can't say that on the radio. And then he looks at Euchre and goes, nobody's listening anyway.
Here, let me see how I look, boys. It's live, damn it. So
How do you
will-
develop the next flavor?
You will find us. So we
Y'all's
take-
hands are full.
Yeah, our hands are full, and we've got flavor profiles coming. We've got more flavor profiles than we can produce. So we work a lot with our customers to really understand what they're looking for and the consumer trends, right? So around Halloween time, what do you see at Starbucks?
Pumpkins.
I
So
see.
that was just a hint. I can't tell you. It was a hint. There could be a pumpkin spice in the mix. Yes, pumpkin spice in the fall. So caramel apple and pumpkin spice. What goes better with caramel apple? Maybe a honey bun. Maybe a honey bun.
The honey bun's really good.
Yes,
They're all good. I haven't met a Cowtail I don't like yet.
It's good. That's
Okay,
good.
so why are they called cow tails?
So
I got the Angus. He heard at home, and they don't taste as good at the
they
tail.
they don't taste that good. So we also make a caramel cream, the Bullseyes. I don't know if you're familiar with. It's a twist wrap caramel with a cream center.
I think it's one of your original candies.
It is our original candy. So back in the 80s, we had one of our agency partners came into our factory and said, hey, you guys need to kind of do something. What if we pulled that rope a little bit longer, stretch out that rope of the caramel creams, and made it into a stick? And we're like, oh, that sounds great. So
How do I get my old equipment to do that?
Right. So we call those caramel creams a bullseye, right? So we were trying to play off, right? Play off the
cattle
bullseye
industry.
thing. So we came out with Cowtails, and it originally started as Cowtails, Tails. But then we said, that ain't right. You can't sell a cow tail to a kid. So it's more around a cow fairy tale. It's a fairy tale.
The tales we tell each other about
Exactly.
my fish or my tractor pulling hook.
About
I'm so proud of you.
about my boy Duke. I'm even more proud of you, brother.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got something out of you.
Yeah.
Like you
Pumpkin
gave us
spice.
a little insider. So only you at home know.
Yeah.
Don't tell. It'd be a great gift come
Yes.
Halloween.
Get to your Dollar Tree in
Around that
August.
time of year.
Before we let you go, why'd you get involved with the NTPA and truck and tractor pulling?
Yeah, it's interesting. The family, like I said, really has a genuine farming background. They farm in Maryland as well as run the company, and it's our core consumer. The tractor pull audience is our core consumer. We do a lot of
the
business-
demographic
The
that
demographic, yeah. The demographics are our core consumer.
Mike, he likes to use big words.
Yeah.
Makes him feel good. No.
You
Evolve.
think he can spell it?
No. Spell demographic real quick.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. But no, the family really wanted to find a home, right, for our Cowtail brand, and we found the home. We're a national sponsor, so we'll be at Rockwell for the Nationals. We're in all the events. We're all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
You take some home for
Well, I'm
trick or
just
treat.
afraid he's going to walk off of the box, and I
No,
can tell that this is
I got
closing.
plenty more. I got
So
plenty.
I'm just
I got plenty
making
more.
sure that.
So
we all get our fill.
make sure you guys all get out to Casey's and Quick Trip and
Well, we
Hy-Vee.
hit the Casey's this morning.
Huh?
So Casey's is a carrier, right? Because I saw them sitting on the counter.
Right there, baby.
But I knew we had to interview you later.
So we were good.
I would have left
We
him
get
on
some,
the
we
counter.
get some free
look,
Cowtails.
But this is like a sampler size. I really
Scott,
enjoyed
you got
this
any
one.
candy? Scott, you got any candy? Our next sponsor.
Thank you very much for
Boys,
coming.
thank you very
Really
much.
appreciate your time.
Get out to your store
Mike,
and get
thanks,
some
buddy. I
Cowtails.
appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks for
thank
the
you.
hints
Great
as
job.
well. We'll just take your headset there. We'll catch up to you this evening. Absolutely. Oh, you don't have to.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Thank
No,
you very much.
No, you do. You do.
Okay.
It's important. Scott from Teramax. How are you, buddy? Good. You were up in Toma, right?
I was in Toma. And
Absolutely.
Hutchinson also.
Yeah, I remember talking to you up there. So welcome to Countdown to Pull Time. Great to have you on. Teramax came on as a sponsor. You're the region sponsor, or is it Superstock Diesel sponsor?
We are the region sponsor,
Okay.
Region 3.
Yep.
And, we're super excited because this is the first year that we've been involved as far as in this capacity.
I've been
We-
seeing
we're
the
loving it.
Teramax kind of down there as the leaderboards when I watch on the videos, so it's been good to see that. So that's as a competitor, you want to go buy that
Yes,
and to go farther. So
exactly. I always exceeding whatever is the norm is.
would you like a Cowtail, Scott? I'll open it for you. Keep talking.
Just don't look at this time, okay?
Yeah, don't breathe.
Tell us about Teramax. What you about? What do you do?
Teramax is all about, we actually do inoculants. And then what we do in real simple terms is that we provide literally the bacteria. It's at the root level that provides nitrogen to the plants.
Okay.
And what that does is just increase yield. Our simple ROI is this. It's literally that it's the cost of our product versus the increased yield. And we're looking at ROIs. The average is between 3 to 1 to 5 to 1. So we're about making the farmers more money. If we didn't work well, we've been around for 25 years. Some people years ago used to be on the fence with inoculants. It's proven science. We focus on the research. I always like to talk about, everybody will talk about different inoculants, this and that they have. Well, yeah, there's a lot out there, but there's only certain ones that do really well. You may have a military, but we have the Navy SEALs. I mean, that's the difference with our inoculants.
See that? I love that dig. Yeah, absolutely. So when I look at
he took it to the next
any
level.
type of seed, we can make that grow into a longer cowtail.
Exactly.
Plausibly.
It gets more yield. So instead of being like only 2, you'd also start getting 3 and 4 cowtails off that plant.
Okay, we're doing multiples.
Right.
Okay.
But we always talk about it's nature science, but enhanced. But it's literally natural science. Like for soybeans, it's Brady rhizobin. It's the most common one. But there's 2,000 log strands of that. But there's only like 7 that are very good, and there are 2 that are very, very good. That's the ones, and that's the ones that we are our secret sauce, so to speak.
Okay.
That's what makes us different. Where everybody else can say, again, I have a military too, but we say we have tried and tested the best.
Gotcha. And that's the direction you go. So as you see, what makes you interested in truck and tractor pulling?
Well, first of all, I like big toys myself.
Okay.
And on the flip side, it's funny, before we got involved, I haven't been in tractor pull since I was younger. I forgot how much excitement it was. But from the crowd, just the general excitement, it's also family. I have family, I have grandkids now who love Cowtails. But on the flip side, it's a family environment, but it's like some sheer power out there. I mean, I don't know. It's great to watch. And so we went to the first time I went back to was in Hutchinson. It's always unfortunate guys blow engines and stuff like that. However, it just shows the force that's on the field. Yeah. And I don't know. There's just something that brings out the caveman in me a little bit. But then also, these guys put some serious investment, and they're great businessmen into this. And you got to appreciate that. But they're putting on a good show. That's the thing I like the most. And it's one of the sponsors and everybody else is here. It's about entertaining the family.
Yep.
It's not about getting leads and stuff like that. It's really more about the environment. And if we walk away with a couple leads, fantastic. Our biggest thing is to be associated with a great brand like NTPA and these tractor pulls, so they understand that we're more than just business. Business is always good.
Yes, it is.
However,
top of mind, though.
But there's a better way to do business.
Well, as a puller myself, and PK as well, and Chase does some promoting, to bring new sponsors in, it's good because we can get more back to the pullers. That this has always been a hobby. We're trying to get to be more of, not just such a hobby. You can actually help pay the bills a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, I've been doing like trade shows and stuff. Heck yeah, I've been doing trade forever. This is one of the first ones ever been where I've been as a sponsor, and actually the pullers come over and say thank you for supporting this. I mean, that was actually very cool. And that may sound cheesy, but on the flip side, they appreciate the business. On the opposite side, we appreciate the entertainment. But I mean, again, and by the way, I got corrected like 10 times the first. It's not drivers, it's pullers. I learned that the hard way.
It's okay.
I say drivers sometimes too.
It's all part of it.
I'm supposed to probably know better.
Are you going to be here all weekend?
I am here all weekend, and we're going to be at another show after this. But no matter what, we want to have a blast while we're here.
Okay. And then do you have a booth set up somewhere?
We got a booth set up over there, and we're able to talk about inoculants. We got a drawing for like coolers and things of that nature. But the biggest thing is we're here to have fun with the crowd.
So if you're coming to Rockwell, you can find them, Teramax, over opposite announcer stand, basically. On the bigger grandstand side, about halfway down. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, right about halfway down. And again, I know with here, you just interviewed the guy with Hefty.
Yep.
He's actually we work with him. He actually sells Teramax, another great company you guys are working with. Hefty's awesome. They're a great partner with us. But again, that's what I like about this tractor pull. It's not just about another business. It's about business community and like literally almost friends.
Awesome.
What's really cool too is you guys, I mean, you're involved in pulling, and all these competitors, we have a lot of people in the agriculture, farming industry, and they're actually out there using your product too. So that's what's really neat.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. The tractor thing is actually a good thing because a lot of these guys, again, they are big farmers or they're part of big farms. But again, it's about the machinery. I was amazed at the amount of labor that goes into what the guy told me, 25 pulls, they got to redo the engine.
Yeah.
I was shocked by that much.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing. But again, I'm pretty green to it, but I love the roar.
So how do we get a hold of maximizing Earth's potential?
Either TeramaxAg.com, that's where our website is.
Okay.
On there, you'll see, you can call me directly. The biggest thing is no matter what, reach out. If you want to make more money and get more yield, make more money, please contact us. Again, we are not flash in the pan, but we are blue-collar inoculant that works hard and delivers.
Awesome.
Very nice. Thank you,
Scott,
guys.
thank you for
very
your time,
much.
buddy.
Guys, thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you. Thanks for being a sponsor of the
sitting up.
TPA.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here tonight as well.
Yeah,
So for those of you watching at home, this has been Countdown to Pull Time. We're going to stay live. We're going to start showing you some videos from Fort Recovery, from Brandenburg, and then we'll kind of do like a pre-show around 5:45 or so. Now the polls start at 6 o'clock each night, noon each day. We have 5 total sessions here. We're going to do Countdown to Pull Times 2 hours before the night shows. So Countdown to Pull Time tomorrow night at 4, Saturday night at 4.
And if you're watching now, weigh in on our social medias and let us know. And if we can get a hold of them and bring them on the show, we'll antagonize them on the show for you.
And if you want a Cowtail, stop by and say hi. Again, tonight, super stock diesel trucks first on the left track, mini rods, modifieds. Joe Ader's going to be our guest announcer tonight doing that. Light mods, two-wheel drive, super stock opens. On behalf of Phil Kelly, Chase Diamond, I'm Jason Schultz. We're going to go get ready for Full Pull Live. Head over to fullpullpigs.com. Put your money where your mouth is. Mic drop. See what I did? PK. Mic drop.
Is that a mortgage?
I would hope so. Or it's one of my real
is that a I do USA mortgages?
Good job. Dude, this is so fun. I love this, you guys. So fun. So
And there it is. Here she goes. Adam, cast your footloose. To get a segment.
oh, buddy.
Yeah. And there's a night, Gracie got the better of me.
Oh,
Whoa.
another fist. Just ask. Let her rip, kiddo. Great pass. All right, Carolina. for a second. Girl. So they had. So three. Ah, yes. Okay, I saw some smoke right away, Trav. Tell me what happened, buddy.
And you guys,
Now, at 200. Oh, buddy. This.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Why am I not hearing in here? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You hear me? Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay, I saw some smoke right away, Trav. Tell me what happened, buddy.
And you guys
Now, at 200. Oh, buddy. This. I think.
she goes. Adam, cast your focus. To get a segment.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. And there's a night, Gracie got the better of you.
Oh,
Whoa.
another fifth.
You know, just ask. Let her rip, kiddo. Great pass. All right, Carolina. For a second, girl. So they had some. I think this one. Wow. She's not going to be tonight, that right?
So 3. Ah, yes. Okay, I saw some smoke right away, Trav. Tell me what happened, buddy.
And you guys on.
Now, at 200. Oh, buddy. This. I think.
Rear displacement. Get that sled setting. Ohio. And there it is. Here she goes. Adam, cast your footloose. Line to get a segment.
party.
Yeah. And there's a night. Grace got the better of it.
Oh,
Whoa.
another 50. Just ask. Let her rip, kiddo. Great pass. All right, Carolina. For a second, girl. So they had some. I think this one. Wow. She's not going to be game tonight, that right? That's going to move into off to the right.
Welcome, everybody. Jeff Hodem, we do Knucks. That's a full pull live knuckles there.
Full pull live knuckles. Good.
Welcome, everybody, to Rockwell, Iowa, the North National Nationals. It's been a Grand National Pull of the Year, Hodem. Great to have you here tonight. You're hooking last tonight. We're going to go super stock diesel trucks,
Yep.
minis and mods on the left track,
Yep.
light mods, two-wheelers, super stock opens on the right track.
That's
Thanks for
correct.
coming in. You're going to join us here for the first class. So you already have the tractor scaled up?
Scaled up, ready to go, past tech, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Nice. How are you sitting in the points right now?
We're sitting on NTPA points right now, number 3. With
Number
our
3?
stellar performance that we had at Fort Recovery.
I don't want to say stellar.
It was not stellar. It was
Hey,
terrible.
It was terrible. It was
the
terrible.
second night was better, but
Yeah.
it was still terrible.
One is super stock opens hook here. We have 5 sessions. You're in session 1.
Yeah,
and
session 2. Session 2.
Oh,
That's
so
more
bang,
new.
bang.
Bang, bang. Right.
Cool. Then where are you heading after that?
Well, we got beat feet out to Mount Sterling, Illinois for a 7 o'clock show on the other side, 5 hours and 10 minutes away.
And when you say beat feet, you mean
Beat feet.
all in the mail.
All in the mail.
All in the mail. So
Right. Clear the way, coming through.
Yep, we're excited to have you. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. If you haven't done so yet, and you're in a state that you can make picks in, we need you to go to the Full Pull app, and let's see what we got up tonight here. I haven't had time to check all of them. We have pick'ems for the Super Stock Open. So we have we're doing some head-to-heads now, Hodem.
Okay.
So you have to pick who's going to win between fully loaded, which is you,
right?
Extremely armed and dangerous,
Okay.
or rutting deer.
All right.
Okay.
Good
So
deal.
then it's you. So you don't have to win. You just have to, like, if I pick you,
Right.
you just have to finish ahead of Terry and Robert Gansmer.
Oh, okay.
That's all you got to
Sure.
do. Just
All
get
right.
ahead of Terry Blackburn.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
That's something.
Short order. Short order.
And
Well, I'll
that-
tell you what, Bob swept the weekend
Yes,
at Fort
he did.
Recovery last
Yes,
weekend.
he
So
did.
that's a short order too, right?
Yeah, so you're 2-1. So the money's following Terry. It always
Okay.
does, you know.
Sure.
And then you're 2-1, which
right.
means people got some confidence in you.
That's
Let's
good.
see here. Yeah, 40% of the people have picked you to win.
Okay.
And then we got considered armed and dangerous. Cody, the Blackburn tractors are always
Right.
highly ranked, if you will.
Yep.
And then Rut and Deer, Zane Daly,
Yep.
3-1, and then John Strickland 1-1. So
Yeah.
that's how you do
That'd
that.
be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
going to go to the national anthem, and then Jeff and I'll be right back with you.
Heard that song a lot of times. We'll switch it out. We're not quite done yet. Heard that song a lot of times, and still gives me shivers. Just love. Like I'm saying, leaking close. For the summer, leaking close to a word, if you would. A few more people in the stands we need to honor before we get going. Like these folks right here with the color guard, what they did, and what a few of the people in the stands did, makes all this possible for us. We could do what they did. We could do what we do. I'd like to ask all the military veterans to please stand up. Serving in our armed forces, and all who have served, I have 2 words. Thank you. Please rise. Ben, come on out here. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Ben Derrick, our anthem, is going to sing our national anthem. As we listen to the words of our national anthem, we just take the honor to bring the words of our armed forces to away from their freedom. Hot, dirty, dangerous world. So we continue to walk on the pretty summer evening.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous height, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the locusts and the bombs bursting in us, the
Ben Baird, folks from Hampton, did a great job on the national anthem. All right, who's ready for some pulling off the east track? We start out with 65 diesel 4-wheel drive, and on the west side, the white car. You got anybody up there?
I gotta go run a ticket to that game.
First things first, we're going to have the volume turn point for what he's done. The one on one class, if you got little ones that have been through here, please make sure you give them some great protection. We are, completely blind profession. You can't do anything. We're all kinds of fun parties, just ask you over and over that. But don't let the fans of costume you doubt all about that. Thank you.
Check 1, 2, 3. Check. We're good. Check 2. All right. Welcome everybody, Rockwell. This is my buddy Jeff Hodem. We're going to hit the ground running right away. I'm so grateful to have my good buddy Jeff Hodem in here with us. He's going to be pulling in the Super Stock Open class a little bit later. As we see the Kentuckian Wayne Sullivan, the man, the myth, the legend, Papa Wayne. I can't think of. Sullivan's one of those legendary pulling names.
Absolutely, yeah.
When you say it, it's just a lot of fun.
You think of pulling, you think of pulling, you think of Sullivan.
Yep.
They've been around forever, and they do a heck of a job. Heck of a family.
So light modifieds here. Of course, Donnie will be here with defending Grand National Champion. So, Mr. Hodem, you have a busy weekend. You're joining us here tonight in Rockwell for Session 1 and Session 2, and then you're headed, you said, where'd you go in Illinois?
Mount Sterling,
Illinois.
For Friday night show at 7 o'clock, and then we'll be in Salem, Illinois on Saturday night for 7 o'clock, then we get to go home.
How far is it from Mount Sterling to here?
Mount Sterling will be about 5 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
it'll be Session 2?
It'll be a tight run. Good. We're going to give her a whirl and see what happens.
Yep. So we're going to, you see Donnie Sullivan right now backing his dad in. There's Wayne Sullivan. Your 6,200-pound light mods. RJ Simon is your points leader. They've only had 4 hooks. 2 in Benson, 1 in Hutch, and then 1 in, where else did I write that down? And 1 in Toma. Oh, not Hutch, I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Yeah, just Toma. And they only had 1 in Toma. Their session got rained out. So they've really been down the track 3 times this year under competition. So he'll set the distance speed. First night, first session, first puller. Jeff, how's that make you feel?
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of the line right there.
Great shot there of Wayne Sullivan. Jeff, a couple bounces, probably more than he wanted.
Yes, yeah, and he got on that left brake pretty hard to stay in bounds there, and he tried to straighten it out. Did a pretty good job driving. Yeah, probably it's gonna be a quandary to see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna give the old thumbs up, or is he gonna turn that pull down and come back?
Yeah. Now you 30.5 guys following mods like that, big tracks, big tires tearing up the track. How do you feel about having that first hook? The track's been rolled in the last couple hours.
Right.
Do you like that? Or are you thinking, because he can drop to 6th or 10th, right?
Correct.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, he can drop 6th
or 6th or the end.
At the end, yeah, the last. Yeah.
We have 10 in the class.
Yeah, so that's going to be his choice, and that's probably what the NCPA official there is talking to him now to find out if he's going to keep that hook or if he's going to drop it.
There's
Good
one,
start there,
2.
a little bouncing, a little light on the front, pulls to the right there a little bit.
He kept the 324.
Kept it, okay. All right, so we're set.
Now, Rockwell's known, Jeff, for some monster 380, 390s, okay? So I don't know if there's one out there tonight. We're going to find out.
We'll find out.
As we head over to Rock Hard Ram Van Hazley. How's he sitting in points, Jeff?
Yeah, he's sitting number 1 right now in the points on the NCPA circuit. Coming out with 2 seconds and 2 fourths for the year so far. So we'll see what Van Haley's got in store for us tonight here at Rockwell.
Okay, which track are you on tonight? Are you on the mod track or the diesel truck track?
We're on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're on the. Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah,
So you'll be on the same track as the diesel trucks a little bit later.
We'll be on these guys.
So you can do a little homework here. I'm telling you, the announcers have a good look here. He's got that sled on the left side.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you, in 2022, I had my 4.1 here, and the left side was money on that track. Okay.
All right.
So that's
Well, insider information.
Well, we built the road over there, and you can have her full pull picks and make that pick.
That's right. Pretty nice pass. I wouldn't turn that down if I was him. No, that's a pretty nice pass. Real nice pass.
Good stuff. Get the distance here for you in just a second. Again, we're in Rockwell, Iowa, session 1 of session 5 as we watch the replay here as he comes out of the smoke. What always amazes me about the super stock diesel trucks, sometimes they're not open until 200 feet, Jeff.
Right.
It's so anti-backwards for me.
Right, I know. Yeah, in the tractor class, we're wide open there to start. These guys kind of roll into it and then get after it, get that momentum built. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying not to blow off the tires.
For those of you still watching for free on Facebook and YouTube, we're going to turn you off after 2 more vehicles. So if you'd like to watch the entire show, sign up for $39.99 a month. You get everything. You can go back, you get every replay of all of it. Otherwise, you can buy $25 a session as well. So we are good on both tracks. So we got a 338 and we got a 324. 338 on the truck track. I see Doug Theobald standing back there. It's kind of fun to see the pullers. There's RJ.
That's RJ, yep.
RJ and Brandon back there. He'll be driving. RJ's up in the light mod class, your points leader here. Steve Hood should be up next on the Hush Money. I bumped into him Monday night down in Mendon, Illinois. He was over there pulling an antique. So one night he's pulling a light mod. Next night he was pulling an antique. He had a Minneapolis Moline. So beautiful night here. Rain has, I feel like, affected one session almost every year, Jeff, here at the North Iowa Nationals. And right now, man, the forecast looks great for the weekend.
I think we're good for all weekend, yeah. I think we're good to go.
That makes me extremely happy. So here is Hush Money. Steve Hood, brand new tractor out this year. I think this is a partnership with Russell Phipps. Yeah, that's right. He had a 2-wheel drive before Russ did, and I think they moved in. Yeah, it was called the Cornfield Cruiser. I believe it was a black T-bucket. They're out of Illinois.
I got you.
So Steve's in the wheel tonight. So, man, Jeff, it is just crazy fair season now. There are truck and tractor pulls every single day.
Yes, everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. We got 80% of our pulling season in last week and this week. Yeah. It's been crazy.
You got to get
definitely the heart of it right now.
Yeah, they're what Russell Phipps right there. So, as Steve Hood comes on the track with the Hush Money in our light mod class, 324 is going to be the distance to beat set by Wayne Sullivan. It'd be interesting to see what class. What time is it? 6 o'clock. What class will be in that sundown when the sun starts to go down?
Sun, because we all know, sun goes down, moisture starts coming up in the track. What's that going to do? Is it going to come up quick? Is it going to come up slow? What's it going to do? How much moisture did they put in that track?
So we're going to have, I got 34 two-wheel drive trucks on the same track as the light mods. So over here on that right side, if you will, as you're sitting on the seat. And then I think you have the minis. If you want to check your sheet there.
We got 24, it looks like, minis.
24 minis? Okay.
24 minis.
Big mod numbers here. Big numbers in all these classes, Jeff. So how many times have you been to Rockwell, Jeff?
This is our second time, believe it or not.
Nice.
Yeah. The last time I believe we were here was 2021.
Okay.
Pulled the first night and got rained out the second, the second night.
Like I'm just super happy for the promoters that the weather forecast looks good. So
these guys work super hard here, and it's a super great facility.
My buddy at home says Hush Money was Jason Gibson's Youngblood Joker's Wild, not new.
Oh.
So it's new to them.
New to them, but
not new to the world.
I see.
Thank you. That's what I love about text messages. When I say something wrong, my friends actually try to help me.
Fairly straight pass there. I bet he had to get on the left brake just a smidgen.
324 was the distance to beat set by Wayne Sullivan. So we were talking to Tim Nearing, the promoter. They brought 150 loads of clay in to build this track about 10 years ago, right?
Okay.
And then they realized they got it too hard, so they've been slowly trying to put some organic material back into it. You know, Bowling Green's famous for their sawdust. You know, they had soybeans planted on this. because you want that compaction to go back together. So, waiting on a distance there for Steve Hood. We watched the replay.
Nice carry, not too much up and down.
New leader.
New leader.
By about 9 feet. It'll be interesting to see because, as a puller, that mods destroy tracks.
Yes.
You don't ever want to follow the mod class.
Right.
Or you hear that a lot, and they do.
Right, yeah.
I don't know if a twin engine mod like the light mods destroyed as much as the big ones. What do you got going on here, Jeffrey?
We've got, looks like we got Nick Gillette out of Fostoria, Ohio, on the top shelf rolling up on the track.
He got a big win up in Hutchinson. If I remember correctly, the first hook of the year for the Super Stock diesel
one
trucks.
first so far this year.
Nice.
So we'll see what Nick can do.
Again, that left side, we saw Van Hazley go, 340? 338.
338.
Man, I remember 10 years ago, these guys were driving their diesel trucks to the poles and hooking them. Now look at this. This is awesome. It's came a long ways in a short period of time.
The polling world has come a long way in a short period of time. Nice pass.
He's right on top of Van. I think he might have got him, but yeah.
He may have.
Van was at 338. Again, we'll see if these diesel trucks move that cone at all. Nice crowd for a Thursday night. You can see it in the grandstands up there. It's if you got friends watching us at home, make sure head over to fullpullpicks.com. Having some fun here tonight in Rockwell, Iowa at the North Iowa Nationals. Brought to you by the Lions Club.
Beautiful evening for Poland. 75 degrees, 72% humidity. A little high there, but oh man, it got a nice breeze out there. If you're watching, you're thinking about coming still, get on out here. It's going to be one heck of a show. Nice pass there by Nick Gillette.
They flashed it up there, and I was looking down at my computer. Look at that. So,
I was
what was hey, what was Nick's distance, Allie? Can you put that back up there, or put the leaderboard up for super stock diesel trucks? 339.
339.
Okay, so we have ourselves a new leader.
New leader then.
Yep.
339. 339 by a foot or so.
Kicking it off, session 1 here in Rockwell, Iowa, North Iowa Nationals, past Grand National Poll of the Year. Their goal is to become a super national. That is their the Bowling Green.
Yep. Yes, they want to become a super national poll, and they feel that they're well on their way. Excited for them to have that happen. That'd be
this
great.
started as a hayfield years ago, and it's laid out nice. They got not free, but they got canvas to work with. You know what I'm saying? So Todd Feist, Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the snow farmer. R.J. Simon should be up next out of Farley. And then Austin Berry with International Salvation, the next 3 here in our class. Nice. 333 is the distance to beat Steve Good. Hush Money in the lead. He's going to be down that high 320s. Pretty close. Snow farmer Todd Feist. Terry Feist, his wife, a little bit later in the class system, number 9. 6,200-pound light modified here in Rockwell, Iowa.
All right, so up on the replay, we're watching him come down the track. Nice takeoff. Got some decent lift there. Not too high. Might be a little low. Might be a little heavy on the front.
Yeah, I'd say if you could nitpick it, that'd be the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
But then it's so fickle.
I think it was a clean run. I don't think he hit any brake on that. So nicely done.
Great shot of Justin Gerhardt's cream of the crop up there for you fans at home. We're trying to get in the pullers' faces. We always say it inside the production room. We want to see their eyeballs.
There you go. Yeah, so Justin Gerhardt, Circleville, Ohio. Cream of the crop's coming up next.
I'm moving the sled all the way over there.
Clear over on the right-hand side, isn't it? Huge difference. Well, some guys, look, sometimes, they say that's the 0 to hero move. Maybe you see something over there.
For those of you fans, you're going to watch one more truck, and then we're going to turn off Facebook and YouTube. If you want to continue watching, head over to fullpolelive.com, $39.99 a month or $25 a session, and you get all the replays for a year. So, good stuff. 339, I think, is the distance to beat. Yeah.
339, yes.
Nick Gillette in the lead.
It is the distance to beat.
Do it all again, I think you would have put the sled on the left side. Yes. Make a mental note of that.
Mental note, do not go on the right side.
I kind of looked at you at the same time about 100 foot and went, that's not what he wanted to do. I mean, I don't blame him, but at the same time, we had two nice distances out there. But I'm sure Justin's a heck of a good driver. He poked around a little bit and tried to figure it out as we watched that replay here. Just never got the ground speed that Nick and Van had, Jeff.
It doesn't look like the track's dry over there. I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot of dust. So this may not be the as well. But